Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that the run-up to Wuthering Waves' second anniversary is finally here. Kuro Games has decided to do some additional marketing, and they've done something pretty cool as well on top of it. You can just go ahead and take a look at this page over here. The version 3.3 preview special broadcast, and whatever the hell this is supposed to be, this might be one of the most like, I'm just gonna be honest, like technologically ridiculous looking background screens we've ever seen. And as we all know, this screen over here is kind of indicative of the area or the things that we're going to be seeing in the future update. So we've got like the story with Hiyuki, we've got the story with Denya, we've got the whole issue with Amith and Aleph 1, and whatever the hell this is supposed to be. I'm personally of the opinion that this is like Rover's home planet. You know, this is where home is, the whole like sigillum thing, all of that. The big sort of situation we were in the middle of during 3.1. Maybe this is the Strider Gate. Who actually knows? So definitely a lot of teasers getting shown over here, but on the kind of more I guess silly and goofy side, we've got this teaser over here, and well, we're kind of at the end of it because that's where the second anniversary stuff is shown. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at all of this stuff together, and then, you know, kind of like break down what we can expect moving forward for this anniversary. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead, let's get right on into it.
Now, what is it, a rush order?
Who was that?
Wait, we're live now?
Oh wait, who's pumping iron like that? And that's Calcharo. Yep, 1,000,000%. That's Calcharo doing some crazy reps, and then you got Carlotta in the corner over here, I guess, doing some balance exercises. All right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome
And now we got Jancy and Chang Li. Is that Dreamless or is that a Bowser?
to the Pioneer Association special broadcast. Today, we're bringing you an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at Cutie.
Okay, so they're all training. They're all training right now.
Derby Championship. Looks like the Cube contenders can't wait
Oh, yeah,
for
no,
the
he's a
competition
beast.
to begin. What's Phoebe Cube up to? Some kind of secret training?
So she's working, she's doing some, she's practicing dice rolls. Okay. I feel like what we have over here are basically teasers for probably the events that we're going to be having during the anniversary.
Let's...
Oh, dear.
Here.
Oh, dear, the squad is here. Oh, okay. So we got Amith, the Denya Cube, the Sigrika Cube, and then the Mordier Cube. All right. Okay. Looks like we got the whole squad. We got the whole squad ready here. So I assume that are they gonna have like the depressed version too? That's Hiyuki. Oh, that's the Hiyuki Cube. I'm gonna be honest. I see the mole makes it Hiyuki, but like, okay. Tell me how that's not also Mordier. Okay. Like, let me just, guys, like, just let me. Like, how is that not... Okay, so I guess the Mordier Cube's gonna have, like, one of the eyes and then the halo. But, like, do you see what I mean? It looks really similar.
Here come our first-time Cube contenders. They all look incredible.
Okay, I see how... Okay. Her ponytail was blocked. Okay, that one makes it obviously Hiyuki, but from the angle, we didn't see that. How about you just get right off my fucking back, all right?
Incredibly confident. Well, training is hard work. How about something fun right at your fingertips?
Okay, Chisa Cube. Lene Cube. And we got Tetris. Oh, okay. They got everybody here.
We present to you Star Bouncing, available soon. Bounce with ease. Bounce out of your stress. Bounce into fun.
So I was right. That on April 1st, Kuro basically teased all of the shit that was going to be in the anniversary, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of those mini games. We got pinball.
A special shout out to Star Bouncing for supporting this broadcast. Second coming of Solaris 2.0, co-hosted by Star Torch Academy, and
All
Space
right.
Trek Collective is coming soon. Join our official live stream on April 17th.
Let's see who we got over here. Oh, damn. Okay. All right. So we got, that's the new Curson cube over there. We've got the Sigrika. We've got Denya, for some reason, looking really aggressive. Really aggressive for some reason. I got no idea why. Hiyuki's over there. Yuno and Augusta are having a goofy fun old time. Cardathea looks disoriented. Ameth is chilling. Lene looks like a demon. Mornier's chilling. Then we got Frolova, Shorekeeper, Chang Li, Phoebe, Calcharo, Jinsei, and then Chisa looks like a maniac. Yeah, I feel like the one that stands out the most over here is definitely Chisa, because, like, she has actually got weapons in her hand. Like, actual weapons in her hand. She's got an actual pair of scissors. That's a wooden sword. Those are real scissors. Nah, she's tweaking the fuck out. Yeah, no, I don't even know why she's like that. Complete 180 character-wise. Maybe she is gonna crash out at some point.
For more info.
All right, well, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the teaser. The unexpected BTS behind-the-scenes leak for the second coming of Solaris. And so if you guys weren't fully aware of all of the stuff that actually went on when it comes to the second coming of Solaris, it was one of the bigger sort of like thematic events we've ever seen. Wait, did I not see Carlotta? Nah, she ain't here, bro. What do you mean I didn't see Carlotta? She ain't fucking here. Top right? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's too short. Yeah, no, she's too short. Yeah, sorry. All we saw was the hair. Yeah, I thought that was like, I thought she was a part of Jinsei's hair. Yeah, no, I guess she ate. I guess they're memeing about that one too. Anyways, a lot of memes in here, a lot of good little references to some of the lore of the game and the lore of the community. And when it comes to how these like cubes, cubics, these cubies, all of that sort of contributed, we have the past anniversary to look at, right? And I'm pretty certain that we're gonna have some similar overall events to what we had last year. One of the first ones that we had was like this Cubie Derby warm-up thing, where basically you just got like a shit ton of rewards. Let me actually show you over here what the rewards were for this event. You basically like rolled dice and then would like pick up various goodies that could be used in game as you rolled more and more dice. That's probably what's being referenced over here when like you see the good old Phoebe cube, doing some of that down here. And a lot of people might think, oh, this was just like a shitty event. Bro, these were the total rewards for doing it. You got like 10 pulls, 12 of these gold things, 12 of these, 390 tuners, 390 tuners, and then like all of this other shit. So as you can see, and 360k shell credits. So as you can see, it was just like a fun little Monopoly board sort of situation where it didn't really matter what scores you actually got. You would just progress through the rounds very easily as long as you logged in regularly, right, to actually roll the dice. And a lot of people were thinking, oh boy, right, this was like the shittiest event ever. No, this was actually one of like the better anniversary events because, well, it was basically a fun version of a login event. And, well, think about it this way. It was also one of the most generous events that we've had in the history of the game, just in terms of rewards. So, yeah, we are probably going to end up seeing more and more of, like, the exclusive items in here. I wouldn't be surprised, and it would probably be the time for Kuro to start introducing more things like, we'll just look at the item exchange over here, right? More things like transducers, more things like modifiers, stuff like that into the reward pool as well, considering that those were some newer additions that got added in after the anniversary last time. So that's just something for people to think about. We're probably going to have a lot more of those materials, and that's probably going to help spice up the anniversary a good bit, right? Because I know a lot of people, they are still looking to optimize those echoes and everything, right? And while I might have a lot of corals, you guys probably don't, because you have you guys don't know how to save. Anyways, so that's one of the events. Clearly, one of like the most ridiculous ones reward-wise that we've ever fucking had. But then there was also this, the Cubie Derby sort of like spectator event where you would just kind of like watch cubes race, and then there would be like championships and stuff like that. Very, I guess, Uma Musubi and stuff like that. Yeah, this one was just cosmetic. I'm pretty sure as long as you just like made a bet, all the cubes would have like different abilities and stuff. I'm pretty sure if you just ended up like making a bet, you would like get get all of the rewards. And this one, I know there's like a big ass like strategic guide and stuff like that. There wasn't like, you didn't have to do anything, right? You just like sat there, like fucking invested your winnings and shit like that, and you would get all the rewards. Yeah, I didn't really care that much for this. Some people really were like excited for stuff like this. I think that's because I lost every time because I picked like the wrong cube. It is what it is. I know a lot of people, they liked the whole like gambling aspect of it. I was never really a fan of horse racing, but I know this shit is big in Japan. Yeah, it's so big in Japan, they made an entire fucking franchise around it. You might know what that one is. I think I already said what it was. So yeah, this is probably more for like the international audience. I don't even think, I don't feel like Global cares too much about shit like this. And of course, the third one, and a lot of people didn't like this event. Bro, I love this event. Cube, Cubic, and Cubie. This was where you would basically go into a Bowser's castle. Wait, I'm pretty sure it's actually still available in game. Let me go ahead and actually take a look at it over here. No, they still have that shit in game. You can still play it. Bro, you can still play it. Yeah, it's right here. So basically, you were like the Black Cat Warrior, and what you would do is like go on a bunch of different floors, right? And then like, holy shit, you can still access it? That's crazy. You would have like all these different power-ups and stuff that you could buy, and you would like buff up like a shit ton of cubes, and then be able to like slot them in with like fuck tons of gear to like the point like there would be like signature cubes as well. You would have like all three of your characters. I know like the Cardathea cube was like the most broken fucking one ever, and then you would have like all these different stats and then like all these different bonuses where it's like, bro, like wait, let me just see what she like, let me even see like what she does. Wait, I need to like check this shit out. I need to check this shit out, because you would like take your teammates, right? You would take your teammates and then like put a cube on each one. Right, yeah, look at that shit. They're just like follow you around everywhere and stuff. I think you can even like, can you jump on them? No, you can't. But yeah, they would just like follow you around and stuff, and then you can like, I think this is what the Cardathea one, bro! I think the Shorekeeper one just buffs. Where's it? Oh, yeah, the Changli one just uses her skill. So, like, obviously, some of the cubes are cooler than others. But that's just some of the stuff that was available. That's just some of the stuff that was in that event. And part of, like, the fun to me was the fact that they had, like, an endless mode. They had, like, a bunch of different stages that you could do. And, of course, you had, like, that progression as well. A lot of people didn't like that event simply due to the fact that I think it was, like, related to the first anniversary. I personally think it was one of the most fun combat events we've ever had in the history of the game. And this is the big thing, and this is the part that I think really helped out the replayability a lot. It was the fact that this was like, this might have been the last co-op event that Wuthering Waves ever had. I don't think they ever did a co-op event after this shit, because you might have noticed it over here while I was clicking. You could actually do co-op for some of the stages, and there was actually like an endless mode that you could do co-op in as well. So you could like team up with people to get like the highest scores possible, customize your cubes, all of that. But this is the reality. Gacha players don't have friends because most of them are fucking losers. And I think like Kuro Games got the feedback, hey, I have no friends. I don't want to get any. And I can't do this shit solo because I'm friendless and bad at the game. Can you stop putting challenging co-op content into here? I'm like 99% sure that's what like ended up happening. They probably got the data that half their player base is a bunch of friendless fucking losers, and they just acted accordingly from there. Hopefully, we'll see something about co-op again in the future, but I am not going to, I'm not going to hold my breath knowing that we haven't had a single fucking co-op thing since this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, not a single thing. No, we just have like fucking, no, we just have all the fucking Zodi mains quick swapping themselves out of actual relationships because all they can fucking do is jerk themselves off playing that fucking character for 10 hours a day. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And yeah, the player base has lost a lot in the process. All right, so that was Cube, Cubic, and Cubie. And as you can see over here, this is like the information page from Game 8 over here on like how the event works. It was actually quite complex, and as you can see over here, had a fuck ton of rewards as well. So the anniversary, I think people should just generally keep in mind, some people have PTSD from the cubes. right? Some people really don't like the silliness, the goofiness. I like that Wuthering Waves takes this perspective with the anniversary. I like that they do this. It's kind of like, it literally feels like a vacation in terms of the game. It feels like a vacation in like the flow of the story and the stuff like that. And it literally is, you can see over here, like lore accurate, like lore friendly. Rover is actually going ahead and like going to the Pioneer Association, going to all of these places, right? And then from there, playing all those different mini games. And they don't take that long. They're actually quite fun and they're well designed. And of course, they give a fuck ton of rewards. Because a lot of people like to be under this impression, right? That the 2.3 anniversary was like the worst one ever. That it gave like no fucking rewards at all. Bro, these were the total rewards from the anniversary. I think HSR's live stream just announced and they had like 30 polls or some shit like that. Bro, these were the total anniversary rewards. 52 limited polls. And then all this other shit as well. 52 of them. But hey, ZZZ gave out a standard character that no one's using. Hey, HSR gave you one of those gold tokens for power creep units that nobody's using. Guys, that is the level of just like straight up ridiculousness, right? That people are like getting themselves into. The HSR player base even went ahead and gaslighted themselves, right? Into thinking that like they were going to get some shit like this. No, bitch, you got this. No, bitch. Hey, now you can pull Yun Li, Argenti, Baseline Silverwolf, or all the other fucking units that you had like in the past. Like, oh, wow, incredible. Wow! A bunch of garbage! Woohoo! This is a situation where I don't know what action Kuro's gonna take. Maybe they'll just give out more pulls. Maybe they will give out like some shitty limited free 5-star, a free standard one. I think that I hope they give a choice. I think that would be the best thing ever for this anniversary. Get a free standard 5-star or like 20 limited pulls, right? Something like that. Maybe give players an option for what to choose. Hey, you can get like one of the free 1.x limited characters or like a 1.x weapon, or you could just get pulls instead. Give players a choice because a lot of individuals, right, would greatly knowing what they could have got instead, because what was like ZZZ, it was like fucking 20 limited, like 25 limited pulls and a garbage standard 5-star. You want to know where ZZZ's at right now? Bro, this game, hey, ZZZ 2.0 is gonna save the game. It almost hit double digits yesterday. It almost hit double-digit viewers on Twitch. It averages less than 1,000. It hasn't even been a year since that first anniversary, the one that everyone said was the best in the history of the game. Bro, do you need to see over here how badly I was clowned on by this retarded community of retarded players for saying that ZZZ's anniversary was worse than Wuthering Waves'. Bro, I've never seen a dislike ratio like this in my life. Bro, this community was fucking rabid. Bro, look at that. Bro. That video has a 29% like ratio. Bro, they 29% like ratioed me because I said it was mid. That was the anniversary, and then it proceeded to crater down in playership immediately afterwards to levels that the game had never seen before. So how is it that the game was sustaining easily 2K, like 2K views a month, and then right after the anniversary, it barrels down? It barrels down to nothing. So I was just right. The anniversary was shit, and Wi-Fi Peninsula was shit. Everything was just trash. Oh, how's that free standard character and free standard W engine doing now, retards? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. A bunch of stupid idiots. And so, are we going to crash out again this time, guys?
Oh, they didn't give me a free Verena. Oh, I didn't get a free John Shin or a free Kalchar or a free Ling Yang. This is the worst anniversary ever.
No, bitch. In most circumstances, getting more pulls and just not getting a dog shit unit is better. And I think we've realized that at this point because now we've seen how fake. This is actually fucking embarrassing. We've seen how fake shit like a free standard 5-star. We've seen how fake shit like whatever the fuck this is. Like, what is this trash, bro? It's basically just like a standard 5-star at this point. Bro, if you're getting Argenti in 2026, that's basically your that's you admitting you're on your 13th reason why. Like, guys, people overreacted to such a ridiculous degree over how ungenerous or greedy Kuro Games was during the second anniversary or during the first anniversary, when the reality is we got so many fucking pulls, you were basically at pity for any character in the game. You would hit pity in this update for any fucking character in the game because everyone reran basically, and you could pull whoever the fuck you wanted. That was the anniversary, and you could guarantee a weapon at that point. So basically a free 5-star of your choice from the rewards, though maybe if you got like max pity, fucking 80, like 80 on both sides, and then you lost the 50-50, yeah, sure, you might have been boned. But that's assuming you didn't have anything going into the anniversary, and that's just kind of fucking ridiculous, right? So that is the state of this one, guys. And we've seen from the past track records of just dog shit anniversaries like ZZZ's. Good fucking god. 2,000 comments, bro. Sorry, I need to go pull. I need to see how retarded this player base was. Oh my god. Hey, it ain't easy being this right all the time. Oh my lord. Yeah, no, that's understating it. There's about 1,400 more dislikes in there, buddy boy. Ooh. Oh man. Oh man. It feels good cosplaying a bottle of wine. I just get better with age. All of my takes too. Would you look at that? Wow. Wow. This take has aged gracefully, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? This take has aged gracefully, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Was I wrong? Was I wrong? And so I'm just hoping and I'm just praying that when it comes to the second anniversary, we don't see a decrease in the insane generosity that we had in the limited poll side. We don't see a decrease there, but instead we maybe see optionality where somebody has the opportunity, right, to convert a bunch of those polls maybe into like something else, but then you still let people who are looking to just get the limited polls keep those. Because guess what, guys? I would much rather have 50 limited polls instead of this just dog shit over here. I'd rather have 50 limited polls than 30 and whatever this trash is over here. I would not trade 20 limited polls for a random fucking dog shit standard unit in any game. In any game, I wouldn't. Some people would, but those people are retarded. And, well, do we want to cater to stupid people in this community? No, we don't. Then we're going to end up like fucking Zenless Zone Zero, bro. Yeah, you're going to end up hitting double-digit viewers on a random fucking Wednesday because nobody wants to play this game because it's a pile of dog shit. Remember, this was the best anniversary in gacha history, guys. The best anniversary in gacha history. That's why the game immediately cratered down immediately afterwards. That's why the game literally went into the craziest slump we've ever seen in a gacha right after the best anniversary ever. Because it definitely was the best, right? I hope Kuro doesn't take any lessons or inspiration from easily the second worst game in the gacha space. Because you want to know what the first worst is? I'll show you. Yeah, no. Bro, this game's anniversary is going to give you like half a pull. Bro, they're going to give you 1,000 Aura Barrel for the anniversary. I swear to God. I don't even think this game's going to make it to its first anniversary, bro. Like, what is this? Bro, like, this is diabolical. No, bro, this is... It's literally getting Thanos snapped every month. Bro, the viewership of this game just gets like, boom, boom, boom. Like, it's literally getting Thanos snapped every month. And right now, it's actively at 500. It got Thanos snapped again. Was Saint wrong again? Was Saint wrong this time? Oh, wait. For some reason, whenever he says a game is a steaming pile of dog shit and a patch is awful, it's right. It's true. So yeah, that's the situation over here, ladies and gentlemen, regarding the anniversary. I know we kind of went, you know, maybe a little bit off the rails over here, but knowing that we're heading into probably the most celebratory time of the year, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's very fair for us to, well, take a look at history and see whether, you know, see some of the ways that it can be improved or perhaps even made worse. Because feedback is a very powerful thing. And if you listen to the stupidest players in the player base to design your features, you end up with a patch like Wuthering Waves 2.7, which had no combat events after 3 months of no combat events. And it was like, it feels like this update right now. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.